Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share with you guys my favorites and fails for the month of June 2021. I'm not going to have any gibberish, we're just going straight into the video, and I'm starting off with something that I am really happy with, very excited to use. And I was wearing this in one of my last videos and I'm telling you, I was looking at my own eye. You know, I'm putting up the video and everything. I'm like, I just really like that eye. And I almost did it again today. I was like, don't. So I broke out Coco Mirage today. But this palette right here from Patrick Ta, Major Dimension, is a major hit for me. It's definitely a natural toned palette. Leans slightly warm, like a neutral warm. But there's two creams in here that are the best I have ever used. I have to say, easiest formula. And I'm not comparing this to Natasha Denona's cream because that's more of like a cream to powder. These are actual creams and they have a little flap. Oh, I love them. I can use them as shadows, which in my last video, it might not have actually been the last video, but I had my hair twisted and I was wearing the lighter shade all over the lid. I blended out the top with this shade right here, and then I literally took my finger, used this shade, popped it all over that cream, and it was so pretty. And then I went back in with the darker and the lighter, and I used those to line my eyes. It's just like, boom, done. And it was so like, just really refined and sparkly and beautiful, and I just find this palette to be gorgeous. It is so much fun to play with, but it's still a natural tone palette. But it's fun. It's fun for me, and I know that most of you are going to have these shades in your collection, even the topper shades, but there's just something about having everything all in one, having the mattes, having the other two mattes that have the shimmer in them. For me, they don't last in the eyes, but the texture is different and they blend and soften the edges really nicely. And then having these glittery shades, the metallic and the creams, just all in one palette. I love this. I am absolutely in love. I would love to see like a pillow talk version of this. Done. I don't need anything else ever in my life. I'm joking. You guys know I'm never going to stop buying makeup, but I'm telling you, if this was done in a pillow talk-esque like shade range, done. Done. Keeping with Patrick Ta, I have found my replacement for Milk Boss liner. You guys have been so helpful. I really do appreciate you. You've been in my comment section saying, try this one, try this one, try this one, and I have tried so many. Tarte had one from the Sea Surf whatever collection. That one was pretty good. Initially, the one from Juvia's Place was really good, but I started having issues with it. This is much creamier. I think he has a metallic satin and a matte finish. This black right here, it is Precision Gel Liner in the shade Just Black. And I think this is satin. And it goes on so nicely, creamy, and it lasts all day in my waterline, and I absolutely love it. So unless I have any issues with this, this is my new waterline baby. And one of the reasons why I didn't choose some other ones, there are definitely fantastic ones that sharpen, but I prefer to not have to sharpen my pencil. I don't mind with lip liners, I actually prefer to have to sharpen them. But when it comes to eyeliners, for the inner rim, I prefer just twist up so I don't have to deal or mess with anything else. And this one has been an absolute hit. I bought it in brown, and I also have it in deep bronze. Deep bronze I use on my top lash line or in my inner rim on the bottom, and then like smoke it out. So good. All right, I have one more palette, and with these things, I'm telling you, I could have picked so many things and talked about my love for them and how much I've enjoyed using them, but I'm gonna have to do just an updates video because there's just too much. This month has been one after another. I have had so many things I've really enjoyed, but the two palettes that I have enjoyed the most is the Major Dimension and this one. I had to make sure that I hadn't already talked about this in a favorites, and it wasn't. It was in a palette tag. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection. This is the Pro number 5, the Lilac palette, and it is perfection. It is so good. Oh my gosh, I gotta open it for you. And I didn't know that this went all the way back. Look at these shades. I live for them. These are the type of purples that I absolutely love. And then having these other shades in here, kind of like the not Midsummer. Well, they are similar to the Midsummer from Viseart, but also the Violette palette. Oh my gosh, this is like the extended version, and I love this glitter. I love this palette. This is the perfect purple palette extended, and I think, like, if I had to pick between this one and the Violette palette, if I'm going for just purple, I'm going to go with the Violette because it is the best purple palette I've ever used. But if I'm going with, I want to have those shades, really, really good quality. I mean, it's a small difference between the two. These are really, really great. But I want to have more fun and also just a wider range of looks. I would go for this one. So really, you can't mess it up either way. I would say that this is the second favorite purple palette, and that's even above Natasha Denona. The Lila palette, yeah, I'm saying that. I love this. Let's talk brushes. My second set of these just came in. I got this set in PR, but I love them and I had to get another set, so yeah, they're here. The Fusion series from Sonia G. You can purchase these separately or as a set, and this does my entire base, other than powder, just because, I mean, I could use, like, say this one right here for powder, but I'm using another brush. This does my highlight, my bronzer, it does my cream bronzers, my foundation, everything, my blush. I've been really enjoying my liquids and creams. I've told you guys about that, and these brushes are perfection. They each have a blend of fibers. There's 3 different fibers, natural and synthetic, and they have the perfect amount of give. Like, they do not feel stiff or pokey or anything like that on the face. You have here the classic base, which I use to put on my blush, my liquid blush. And then you have 2 concealer brushes. This one right here is the soft concealer. This one gets up in this inner corner really well, blends out. It's a little bit more like of a precision type of brush. This one is the one I use the most for concealer because I get it done really quickly. It is the Jumbo Concealer. It's like your finger. You just go all tap. It's amazing. And then this one you guys would have seen already in the Kiyaki set. This is the mini base. I've been using this for one of my new favorite highlighters. We'll talk about that next. And then this brush right here has changed the game for me when it comes to foundation. I have found that as I've been using it, it kind of has this angle to it because that's how I've been using it. And I didn't even realize that it did that until just like using it over and over again. And I've washed this brush from today. I just take these and I go right onto the towel, the Sonia G towel. I get the extra gunk out and put them back, and then I will clean them once a week, once or twice depending on how much I'm putting on. But I just find them to be incredible. They are so versatile. They are so well done. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again, I feel like Sonia really puts thought into what she is putting out. It's just not one after another of just like whatever. You can tell that she really, really focuses on each of these brushes and each launch and just puts her heart and soul into them. And I've got to say the same for Lisa Eldridge. This right here is the highlighter I was talking about. Now, I think most of the face items are sold out. Check just in case, but then a lot of the lip products are still available. This right here is the Elevated Glow in the shade Crystal Nebula. It's the most similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but I feel like this is a little bit more thin, and like the texture of it, they're just not the same. And I really love this as a highlight. It's so pretty. I don't know, I don't really love the one from Charlotte as a highlight. And underneath my makeup, for whatever reason, it does make my makeup come off quicker. But this one does not. And I use it mainly as just the highlight, but I have used it underneath my makeup as well, and it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I tried to limit myself when it came to Lisa Eldridge. I was like, do not go overboard because I could talk about so many things. I still want that pink cloud liquid blush. I need it. I feel like I just need it. This one is my favorite, favorite, favorite out of the new lipsticks that I got. This one and Atomic Cherry, but this one especially. This is Kitten Mischief. You guys know my nickname is Kitten. That's what Puffin calls me. It's the name of my liner. This right here, like when I look at it, I don't think this is going to be something that I'm really going to enjoy. But then the color of it on my lips, I am in love. I am absolutely in love. Fun fact though, I only like this with my lips just outlined with Kitten liner. If I go all over my lips, like I tend to do with my Kitten liner, the color is not as flattering. It changes it. I think it gives it more of a base, and I don't like it as much. I like this to be directly on my lips and then just have that faint little line of my Kitten liner because it's the closest thing to my lip color, and then just go in with this. I don't know why. I went to wear it in a video the other day, and I had Kitten liner all over. I put it on, I was like, "Ooh, I don't like this." What happened? And I just realized it's just having that base with this being such a sheer formula. This is a buildable, but not to full coverage. It is a sheer, like medium coverage lipstick, but it feels amazing. I have fallen in love with 2 more sunscreens. I've been trying out several. I love the one from Peter Thomas Roth. It's going to be between the Peter Thomas Roth and this one as to which one is my favorite, but this one gives more coverage. Like the Peter Thomas Roth is more of like just like a sunscreen. It's not leaving a white cast on my face. This isn't going to leave a white cast, but it does give a little bit of coverage, kind of like the Fenty Skin Tint. That is about what you will get out of this, maybe just a hair less. I don't know where I saw this, if it was one of those ads on Instagram or just like something random, because I've never bought from this brand before. Color Science, I don't think, but it sounds familiar. So I'm like, did I? This is the Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield Flex SPF 50, and it says it's for medium skin tones, and it's all mineral actives. Let me show you. I'm gonna shake it up. I didn't know if I should get the light one or if I go with the medium, but it kind of let me know for me because when I went to buy it, it was sold out of the light one, and I'm glad that it was. So it's white when it comes out, but then as you work it into your skin, do you see it kind of change? Did you see how well that like just starts to match up? It looks so good on my face. I love it, and I can put it on just my fingers. I've used the Sonia G brushes to put them on, and it stays here, and it is, I think, 40 minutes waterproof or water resistant. Yes, 40 minutes, and that's amazing for my face and having it be mineral, because it's harder to find mineral sunscreens, and it's even harder to find mineral sunscreens that won't leave a white cast, actually match, and is water resistant. So I feel like I have just found like this hidden gem with this. Anytime I'm outside and I want to have like a little hint of coverage, but not full on makeup, but not just sunscreen, this is what I will use. And then BLISS sent this over. It is the Block Star Invisible Daily Sunscreen, and I have it in here. Oh, right here. Okay, this is really pretty as well. This one is 100% mineral, and it is SPF 30. Let me show you this. This one does have color, and this one matches with my skin tone really well as well. This one does not adjust, but it does not leave a white cast, which I just like that. I can't stand the white cast. I look like a ghost, an absolute ghost. So this, and it just gives such a nice finish. All of the sunscreens I've been liking recently just wear so well under makeup. I wore this with the Fenty Skin Tint just to see what would happen. Oh my God, my skin looks so good. I'm not even, it looks so good. Speaking of so good, I don't know if I'm going to be using any other blushes. This is my new, like, it's scooting over everything. Like, just get out. I'm gonna scoot all of my new blushes that I have been loving over for this. This is everything. The Puff Paint Liquid Blush from Natasha Denona in Tan. I'm telling you, I look at this and I was like, I wasn't sure about the color, but I was like, I feel like it's gonna be special. And it is. When you put it on, do you see this color? It is so natural. And whether you're wearing makeup, like a full face like I am right now, or you wanna put it on just like your skin, it has the most beautiful texture, easy to blend out. It's not going to be patchy. It wears well on top of powder. It's just amazing. And I just love the color because it's not too much. I can be so happy with blush, overly happy with putting on my blush. And when I'm wearing a lip like this and my eye is darker, I don't want to have too much blush on. Watch it look like too much blush. But I love this. This is my new favorite. Like I said, just scoot over everything else. This is the new best thing. I love the finish. I love how long it lasts. It lasts all day long. It is the easiest thing in the world to put on. And yeah, the color is unlike anything I have in my collection, at least in terms of creams. One more highlight. I went back and forth. I was like, do I need to talk about another highlight? I do. I just think that this is special. It is from Laura Mercier. This was sent to me in PR. And I really didn't think anything of this. This is what I have on right now. I have it on a little softer. I had it on pretty blingy the other day because I didn't know it was going to be like that, because it's like this. So you think it's going to be more along the lines of my YSL 3D All Over Glow powder, and then it's not. It's very... Watch, now you can't see it. I'm telling you, watch my Get Ready With Me. It is just like, it can be blinding. It is so stinking pretty. Let me see if I can get it on top of my tattoo and you guys see it. There we go. Now it looks a little strange on top of my tattoo, but you can see just how reflective it is, and it's so smooth. Let me do this. You see that? It's so smooth. It is so pretty. I love so many things this month, I'm telling you. I do have fails though. I do have fails. My last two favorites are for the eyes, and then we'll get into the not so good for the month. I have been waiting to show you guys this from Rephr. So I got one of the prototypes. It wasn't black, it was silver, and I gave my feedback, and then I gave all the curlers because there was more than one. This was my favorite one, and I gave them to Kelsey, and I missed it ever since. And I was trying so many other ones because I felt like I needed to know, okay, which ones do what, and I needed to have some information and something to put it up against because I traditionally don't use lash curlers. When I used this one, I could see such a big difference in like my lashes. I did not curl them today. If I curled them and they were pushed up, they look even longer. I love this curler from Rephr. It's just, there's something about it. It's perfect. It goes right where I need it to. Some of them will actually pinch my skin, and that's why I call them lash torture devices. And then one of the ones that I was testing out, not from Rephr, one that I bought, it pulled out my lashes, and it was not fun. Not like all of them, but just a couple. And I was like, ooh, it just makes me mad. I try to be nice to my lashes. And then this from Wayne Goss. This is the perfect waterproof mascara. Now, I do not wear waterproof every day, but if you're looking for something that's going to hold your curl, waterproof is definitely the way to go. But it's lake season and I am so here for it. And I know you guys know, if you're on my Instagram, that some stuff has been going on. I have a family member that is in the hospital. No, it is not my mom. My mom's actually doing pretty good. I just wanted to let you guys know, like, getting chills. I don't really want to talk about it completely until I know what is going on, but let's just say that when you're crying, this is... let's just say it's tried and true. Whenever I did the review of this and I went to the lake and everything, I did not actually have my family member in the hospital. So yeah, anywho, this lasts through tears. It lasts through a lake session all day, and it has the best wand on it ever. I want him to come out with a non-waterproof version. Like I said, I get it. It's going to hold your curl so much better, and it's great for the summer, but come winter, Wayne, I want a non-waterproof with this brush. It is small. It gets to the very inner corners, like right here, where I typically will have a little bit of issues. And not only that, it gets on the backs of my lashes. Usually I go in with my MAC Extended Play on my lower lashes and then on the backs of them as well, after I've already applied a different mascara. This is all in one, and I'm telling you, it is smudge proof, it is waterproof, it is life proof. Now for the fails. So dramatic for no reason. I've got to give, you guys knew this was coming, the Urban Decay Prince collection. I really feel like, you guys said it too, the Anastasia and Norvina palette, the lilac palette, should have been Prince. Like, it would have been better. It would have made more sense. But these palettes, not only do I have them already in like these shades in other palettes, but I just feel like for the price, these are just, they're mediocre. And the actual shades, I can get good looks. Like, I really love this shade right here. It is so pretty. This is definitely something special to this palette. And then this metallic, the golds are really good. I would say that this is the better performing out of the two, but it's also the one that I have, like, just to have these shades 10 million times over. I'm keeping these just because of collector's items. I feel like they just didn't think this out. Like, it was just a cash grab. I was hoping that whenever I got these in person, that it was going to look different than they do online, and they do to an extent, but still not great. All right, this is the purple one. It's kind of like too many of the same shades. Like, they should have taken at least one of these purples out. And then again, the consistency with the shades is not there. It's not Prince either. So I'm not happy with them. Keeping them, but not happy with them. The highlighter did not work for me. That was, I believe, more of a skin tone thing. I think if you have a medium tan, you wore the highlighter all over, like it just for that glowy look going out without makeup on top, because if you put makeup on top of it, it covers it up. If you're just wearing it by itself, it gives a really nice glow, but it's the wrong color for me. Now the last thing, I was waiting for this to come out and I'm sad. This is from KVD Vegan Beauty. It's the Liquid Gel Blush Mod Con. I'm not sure what that actually says. This is the shade Luminary. It is patchy. It is a pain in the butt to get on, and it will lift anything underneath. When I first got it, I thought, well, maybe it's gonna be like the Chantecaille, that gel. This is not. This feels, I don't know. This is a little too pink for me, and it just goes on my skin patchy, and it also lifts up my makeup. I've tried it with different powders and with different foundations. Like, I put on my Tarte foundation, which is all day wear, and this just, it lifts that up as well. So I was like, all right, yeah, you just don't work. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my favorites and fails for the month. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.